Hi everybody, this is Home Theater Man back with another video. Today I want to talk to you guys is about generally movies, 4K movies, also having to do with your swan system. Um, one thing that a Onkyo Tech representative brought up to me is and I actually realized this after reading the movie labels. Here's the thing, like if a lot of you guys who are home theater people think, oh my, if you're running like 11 speakers, you think all of you guys probably think that it's I hear my surround backs all the time, and it's actually not that you're hearing surround backs. It's actually that you are hearing the surrounds bounce off the back of your wall. If you don't have good acoustic sound panels. But anyways, let's get back to the topic. This is something that I don't think I've covered on this channel before. So basically, for instance, St. Pat Ryan, this is filmed in 5.1 Dolby Atmos. Now here's the thing, guys. It says Dolby Atmos, and it says it'll say like 5.1 on here. Let's see here what it says that. Now, another thing I want to tell you guys about is if it's a Spanish 5.1, I mean it is also going to be an English 5.1 as well. So if you see if you see that it says Spanish 5.1, I mean it is going to be in English 5.1 as well. For some reason, I notice a lot of our movies we get from Best Buy and stuff, they come from down in Mexico. They're made in Mexico. Don't know why, but the way it is. Like for instance, this is Dolby Atmos English 5.1 Dolby Atmos. This also says Dolby Atmos English Digital 5.1 digital it says. And somewhere on here I've read that it is the original 5.1 digital from the original movie when they filmed this. That's what I read on this back of this. I can't find out, and now it's too hard to read, too complex to read through all that. I know. Like another thing I want to talk to you guys about is if it says 5.1, that means your front stage will always be working, and as long as it says Dolby Atmos, that means your in-ceilings will be working, in-ceiling speakers will be working as well. Again, your in-ceiling speakers will be working, and your surround sides will be working, guys. But your surround backs will not be working. Why? That's because it is filmed in 5.1 codec. And that's because whatever your Blu-ray player puts out, whatever your disc puts out, let's just put it this way. Whatever your disc puts out, whether it's 5.1, 7.1, your speakers are going to put out the same thing too, guys. So, again, this is filmed, same part line is filmed in Dolby Atmos 5.1. So that means, again, all your speakers will be working except your surround backs, guys. Your surround backs will not be working. Don't know why they filmed it in 5.1, but I wish they could have bumped up to 7.1, so at least our surround backs will be working. That would have been a whole lot better, guys. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about is speakers. So like a system like mine, like, but if you want to be honestly be on a budget, and not you can get a good receiver. So you can get a good receiver. Like I went with Onkyo, which is a budget-friendly receiver, but still a flagship model. But that means they still put high-end parts in the Onkyo receiver. So I mean, I went with a different route, guys. I realized after spending so much money on my system, I mean, I bought a receiver, 9.2 channel receiver, hoping that I can get away without having to get 11.2. I thought maybe I could save some money on getting a 11 channel receiver and just go with a 9.2 channel receiver. So anyways, when I did that, I didn't realize I had to buy amplified to get 11 channels processing. So I bought an 11 channel amplifier, which is my Immateria Again, it's my Emotivia Bass X A500 amplifier. It's a 5-channel amp. Again, it's a 5-channel amp. But I realized after buying that, what a waste of money. I could have just went with a 11.2 channel receiver, because I mean, a good amplifier is runs you about $500-600 on the cheap end. I mean, if you think about it that way, for my money, for $500-600, you could have put that money into an 11 channel receiver. Another thing I liked about my receiver, if you guys don't know about Onkyo receivers, they're drawing the power. Like, they draw a lot of power, which means you're gonna get a lot of bass, a lot of actual juice in your speakers, whereas other receivers you don't. You lose a bunch of wattage with a whole bunch of other models receivers. Again, when you buy other receivers other than Onkyo, you lose a bunch of wattage. Whereas the Onkyo receiver, you do not lose hardly any wattage at all, guys. You do not lose any wattage at all. So I mean, again, back to the movies topic. Again, if a movie is filmed in 5.1 Dolby Atmos or DTSX, you will, again, your speakers will, everything will be working except your surround backs. One thing I've noticed, guys, if you want to save money and just go with a 5.1 channel receiver, I recommend just going with a 5.1 channel receiver anyways, guys, because when it's not a 5.1 channel receiver, but a 7.1 channel receiver, because I mean, here's the thing, I mean, most of these films nowadays, even in 4K, I'm noticing a trend. A lot of them are filmed in 5.1. There's only a handful of them that are filmed in 7.1 Dolby Atmos or DTSX. So I mean, you can actually get away with running without. You can actually get away with running without your surround backs and just go with a 5.1. Something to think about, guys, when buying that system. I thought when I first bought my system, I thought my surround backs for sure would be working when I watched the movie. Sure enough, I watched the movie called Onkyo. They said that's because the movie is filmed in 5.1. That means my surround backs will not be working. Everything about my surround backs will be working. So it's kind of disappointment. Getting a far saving Pat Ryan. I just wish they could have upgraded the audio on this and done a 7.1 channel instead of a 5.1. Maybe when they do 8K movies, hopefully they do a 7.1 instead of a 5.1. Honestly, guys, just my opinion here, I feel like the standard for movies should be in 11.2 channels. Again, 7.1, I mean, I feel like the standard for movies should be filmed in 7.1 at the minimum. That way, at least you get your surround backs working and stuff. For those who don't have surround backs and just have surrounds, and it'll just play their surrounds. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I just feel like they should give us the extra benefits out of the doubt here. Go with the 7.1 movie. Again, this one is filmed in Dolby Atmos, HDR10 Plus, but it's also filmed in 5.1 as well. This one is also filmed in 5.1 Dolby Vision, HDR10 Plus, and it's Dolby Atmos. Now, a lot of these will say, not all of them, but some of them might say DTSX and no 5.1 or 7.1 on the disc or on the box of the Blu-ray, 4K Blu-ray. That means most likely it's gonna be filmed in 7.1, guys. This is not saying it, but it's gonna be filmed in 7.1 channels. Just keep in mind here, when buying movies, you gotta always look at the back. If you want to see what the movie's filmed in, when buying a 4K Blu-ray, you just want to make sure if it's filmed in 5.1 or 7.1. Just look at the back, guys, when buying a movie, or even read about it on Best Buy's website. If not, ask a Best Buy representative or movie representative that can tell you about this. it just boggles my mind that they do that most of the movies are filmed in 5.1 instead of 7.1. You know what I'm saying? Again, I just want to talk to you guys about this. I hope you guys like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment down below what your thoughts are. I'd like to know you guys' thoughts. Let's see if we can reach 240 subscribers before the end of the month. Home there, man. Over and out. Have a good day, guys. Take care.